We are live. Uh, Not yet. Just stop. Go. Right. We are live. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to yet another enlightening webinar brought to you by ICHA Support Foundation in collaboration with Career Naksha. At iChas, we are committed to empowering coaches and mental health practitioners to contribute to a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling world. We achieve this by providing comprehensive step by step trainings that equips them with advanced coaching and therapeutic skills. This in turn enables them to better serve their clients while achieving their personal and professional aspirations. This webinar is proudly brought to you by ICHA Support Foundation, an integral non-profit branch of ICHAS. Core mission of ICHA Support Foundation revolves around promoting mental health care, that is, creating awareness and providing support and offering education. We firmly believe that by enhancing public awareness, educating communities, and providing individuals with the right tools, we can foster optimal mental health for all. ICHAS has initiated the Visit MHP Challenge, an inspiring initiative by mental health practitioners, where encouraging individuals to seek help proactively before it becomes too late, and also acting as a peer learning and a support community for practicing psychologists and psychology students in India. We hold regular discussions and workshops and webinars to help psychologists and psychology students develop problem solving and analytical skills. Keep an eye on our social media website and social media channels for announcement about the upcoming webinars and workshops. Today's webinar is made possible through a partnership with Career Naksha, our valued collaborator in the field of career counseling. Us here are Loheji, my co-host from Career Naksha, and Colonel Sanjeet Sirohi sir, our esteemed guest for today, who will provide valuable insight on how do I write my success story. Thank you for joining us on this journey of knowledge and growth. We hope you find this webinar more enriching and enlightening. I would like to invite Loheji to provide an introduction to Karyan Naksha.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Shifa and Aikshars. It's really great always to connect with you all and with a very interesting, intensive topic for all our viewers. So though it's from students, parents, teachers, counselors, psychologists, all the aspiring people who really want to, gain more wisdom from our speakers. So thank you so much once again. To talk about Career Naksha, we are career counseling and career edtech company based out of Gujarat, Vadodara. So we are graduated from MS University Vadodara. Career Naksha is run by alumni of IITs, IIMs, IIMC, NITs, and MSUs, and with the world professional career counselors, psychologists, HR professionals, and many more industry experts. So I am also one of the certified career counselor from Counselor Council of India, and we've been working with all the students even from standard grade 8 onwards up till their professional. Also we work with working professionals to help them to choose the right career whenever they're planning to switch their career journey, and helping graduates to choose the right industry and domain, helping grade 8 and till 12th standard students to help them to choose the right stream, right course or the university. So we also work in one more vertical, that is study abroad education, where we help them to choose the right career path and the university in abroad, providing end-to-end support, uh, to help them to get better education in the society and help them to lead their life happily. And we worked with many schools, starting from state government, central government schools, ICSE boards, plenty very well in the area, and also with a couple of NGOs and corporates with the CSR programs. So looking forward to help more and more young minds out there uh, and bring some change in the society with the help of our community members. Thank you so much, Shiva, once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now I want to just a short introduction about Sanjeet sir, who have served 35 years with me, and right now he is an international certified interview skill trainer and a Joe Stock and so defense and foreign affairs expert on different TV news channels. So I would like hand over this session, Sanjeet sir. Sir, over to you.
Thank you very much, Shifa. Firstly, it is my great honor and a privilege to be part of Career Raksha for this session and for many more sessions to come. Now, before I start this session, I want to say a prayer which I normally start whenever I give a talk anywhere. Shifa, can you see this slide? Shifa, can you see this slide?
Yes, sir, we can able to see the slide.
Okay, good. So my prayer is, and I want everyone to use this prayer whenever they are feeling down. Just say that I am not on this earth by chance. I am here for a purpose, and that purpose is to grow into a mountain and not to shrink to a grain of sand. So all of you have to grow into a mountain. Now, since our childhood, we have been told by our parents, by teachers, by our elders, and even our elder siblings that we must be successful in life. We must be great in our life. But unfortunately, nobody tells us how to become successful and how to become a great. Each one of us has more potential for greatness than most of us can fathom it out. Every single one of us has greatness into our DNA. Our lives were meant to be joy filled, exciting with rich love, peace, and beauty. Happiness is our birthright. Greatness is not being born with a silver spoon. Following your dreams and realizing the hero within you is the greatness. So, this webinar, How to Write My Success Story, just remember this thing: I am always better than I think and strong than I believe. I'll repeat, because if you say all this every day, it should be your positive affirmation every day. I am always better than I think and strong than I believe. How do I write my success story? Now, just imagine yourself this side of the cliff and you want to become successful in life. You want to become great in life. I will tell you 10 success mantra, or some of you who are Christian, the 10 commandments. So if you follow these 10 mantras, success mantra or 10 commandments, I can assure you, each one of you who is listening, who is watching this live YouTube, will be able to become successful. That is my guarantee you to you. So the first thing what you should do is have a dream. You must never stop dreaming. Dream provides nourishment to our soul as meal does to our body. Many times in our lives, our dreams get shattered or our desires are frustrated, but we have to continue dreaming. If we don't do, our soul dies. Now, this dream which we have in our life, this dream is not ours. This dream has been given to us by Almighty, by that power in the world which everybody worships. You have come here to make that dream come true. No matter where you are now, you are fully equipped with everything you need to fulfill your dream. There is not a single human strength or quality that you are missing in order to fulfill your dreams. I can assure you. You have everything within you to do whatever you want to, even if the odds appear against you. So don't worry about the odds. It is not condition of the outside world which will decide whether you are successful in life or not. It is not how much money you have. It is not how much educated you are. It is not how many people you know. It is not how much experience you have. What it boils down to is it is the discovery of the abilities you have within you and knowing how to use them. Two things very important. Firstly, you must know your abilities which you have, and then you must know how to use them, which you will be using to overcome any and every obstacle which you will be facing in your life. It is what every successful person did, and it is what you should do. Let me also assure you, the universe always helps us to fight our dreams, no matter how foolish they may be. There is a principle of favorability. Now, what does this principle say? It says that there is a force that wants you to realize your dream. It whets your appetite with taste of success. And in the end, as far as the dreams are concerned, follow what Oprah Winfrey has said. The biggest adventure you can ever take in your life is to live the life of your dreams. Now, let me tell you a story. This man is Monty Roberts. He was a very, very poor man. When he was in high school, his teacher gave essay to all the students to write. The essay was, what are your dreams for future? Now, Monty Roberts was a very poor boy. He used to live in a shanty. But when he wrote that essay, in that he said that after 20 years, I will be owning 200 acres ranch in California, and I will be breeding thoroughbred horses, and I will have about more than 100 trainers under my command. This was the essay which he wrote. When teacher saw that essay, that teacher gave him F. That means he was failed. Now, when Monty Roberts went to the teacher that why he has been failed in this essay, the teacher said that your essay, your whatever you have written cannot be true. If you want to pass in this essay, you rewrite it. Monty Roberts told his teacher, you keep your F, I will keep my dreams. So there will be a lot of people in your life who are the dream stealers. They will tell you that your dreams is not possible. They will tell you that you are crazy. They may even laugh at you, but don't worry about that. What happens after that? When Monty Roberts became adult, he owned 164 acres ranch in Salvang, California. He has got the best horses in the world, and he has got the best trainers in the world. So, my dear friends, you must always have dream and try everything possible to fulfill that, and you have all the abilities and capabilities to fulfill your dreams. The second important thing which you must keep in mind is having clear goals. Oh, let me tell you, only 3% of the adults in this world have written goals and they have planned for it. And it is this 3% of adults who own 97% of the assets in the world. I'll repeat again. There are only 3% of adults in this world who have written clear goals and they have planned to achieve those. And as a result of that, they own 97% of the assets in the world. This is known as 3% factor. Of all the list which you see on this slide, this is the most important. And if you follow that, I can assure you, you will be successful in life. Now, let me tell you a story. Several years ago, there was a study which was carried out by Forbes in Harvard University. And what they had done in that study was they had asked the students of the final year that how many of the students have written goals and have plans to achieve them. How many have goals but they have no plans? And how many are there who have no goals at all? Now you will be surprised to know that there was only 3% of the students who had written goals and they had planned to achieve those goals. 13% were the students who had goal in their head but they had not made any plan to achieve them. And there were 84% of the students who had not written down, neither they had goal, and as a result, they had not written it down. So after 10 years, the same study group met all these students who were there 10 years before in Harvard University, and what they found out was very, very surprising, amazing, and interesting for you all to note. 13% of the class who had goals but did not write them down earned twice the amount of the 84% who had no goals. That means जो 13% थे, they were earning twice the amount of the 84% who had no written goal. Number one. Number two, and 3% who had written down the goals and who had planned to achieve them, they were earning 10 times more than 97% of the class combined. So you can understand the importance of goal setting, having a goal, writing the goal, and then planning to achieve them. So this is what the goal setting will take you. According to psychology professor, because most of you who are watching are involved in psychology, there was a psychology professor, Dr. Gail Matthews. He said that by simply writing down your goals, you are 42% more likely to achieve them. Now I will tell you another story of another gentleman, Ryan Herjek. He was a Canadian. When he was in class 6th, he learned that there are many people in Africa who don't have access to clean water. He was very, very amazed because he had not heard that anybody in this world does not have access to clean water. So he had got an idea. He set up a goal that I will make sure that I will do something to make sure that the people in Africa, they have clean access to clean water. He started working in his house. He came to his mother and said, if I start doing household chores, how much money will you give? So that way he started collecting money. And after some time, he collected about say $70. But when he went to somebody and said that I want to send this money to Africa to drill a well, he was told that minimum money required is $2,000. So he started working more hard. He not only in his own household, he started moving to neighbor's household and started doing household chores. And as a result of that, in 1 year, he earned $2,000. So what he did was, he found out that there was an organization, non-profit organization by the name of Water Can. He contacted them, gave his $2,000 to them, and they, with that money of $2,000, they drilled a well in northern Uganda near a Anglo public school. That was the first well in Uganda. And as a result of that, the children, the students of that school, they had access to clean water. That was the motivation and inspiration he got. And after that, he raised a Ryan Foundation. And that foundation today, by 2015, he had done such a good service that there were 9 lakh people in Africa who had access to clean water. And there are 900 projects working under his foundation in 16 underdeveloped countries. So this is what the goal setting can take you. Next, we come to belief in yourself. Let me tell you, you are not an accident. You are not mass produced. You aren't an assembly line product. You were deliberately planned, specifically gifted, and lovingly positioned on the earth by the master. If you are going to be successful in creating the life of your dreams, you have to believe that you are capable of making it happen. So, your belief is very, very important. And if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. You have to believe that you are the right stuff. You have to believe in yourself. Whether you call it self esteem, you call it self confidence, or you call it self assurance. It is deep seated belief that you have what will take you to create your desired results. And what are those? Those are your abilities, your inner resources, your talents, and your skill. Now, let me tell you another story of this gentleman which most of you will recognize, Mr. Bruce Lee. In 1970, Bruce Lee was a struggling actor in Hollywood. So, what he did was, but he had a belief in himself that one day he will become a great actor. On 9th January 1970, he wrote a letter to himself, and he said, and that letter was confidential. And he said that by 1980, he will become the best Oriental actor in Hollywood. And he, by that time, would have earned $10 million. That was his belief in himself. And this letter can be seen in New York in Planet Hollywood store. That letter is hanging there. After 10 years, Bruce Lee made the movie Enter the Dragon. Unfortunately, he died that year only at the age of 30 plus. But by then, he had earned $33 million, 3 times what he had planned. So, this is the belief. You must have belief in yourself. Now, let's move further up. Now, we come to the communication skills. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, now let me tell you in today's world, this is the most important personality trait which you should have. Because the key principle is that the quality of your life is the quality of your communication. I've been in this field for last 15 years. I have been training the students and helping them to get their dream job. But the first problem which most of the students they encounter is the communication skills. And I keep reminding everyone that you must learn to speak effectively. And why I do is because I know that if you have this ability of communication skills, or if you don't have this ability, it is going to affect your social as well as your professional life in a very, very big way. Like I said, that the quality of your communication will dictate the quality of your life. So, my dear friends, you must make sure that you speak up, because today's generation, I feel, is the silent generation. They are more interested in texting the message. They don't speak. They are hesitant to speak. I find students not getting up to speak even when they know answer, and they don't ask questions when they have not even understood the whatever has been taught in the class. Now, it is a very, very important facility or ability, because you have to declare and define yourself by communicating only. If you can't communicate, you cannot communicate your ideas, feeling, needs, and wants. You can't have intimate relationship with anyone. You can't transact business proposals. You can't negotiate your life in this adult world. I wish all the school and colleges, they keep this thing in their mind, that they make sure that the students in the class, they are asked to speak up. And the best way of gaining confidence is to speak in front of the group. You will find students speaking to each other one-on-one, but when it comes to speaking in front of others, this is the biggest problem, and I want all of you to pay special attention to this. Next is self-discipline. This is the fifth important success mantra. The golden thread of highly successful and meaningful life is self-discipline. Discipline allows you to do all those things you know in your heart you should do, but never feel like doing it. Very, very important. The quality of your life is ultimately shaped by the quality of your choices and your decisions. And if you take the right decisions, though you take because of the discipline. And once you take the right decision and you have the right choices, the life is in your control. The successful person has the habit of doing things failures they don't like to do. Albert Hubbard defined it very beautifully. And let me quote: self discipline is the ability to make yourself do what you should do, when you should do it, whether you feel like doing it or not. Simple. So, all of us, whether we are adult or we are child, we know what we should do. But unfortunately, we don't do what we should do. We do something else. We do something easy. Easy things are not good for you. Try to do things which you feel are difficult. And then you will see that is what the discipline is. If we all know that getting up in the morning and doing physical activity is good for us, but most of us we don't do it because we don't have self discipline. Next, we move to the positive attitude. Now, positive attitude is a mental filter through which you see the world. If you have positive attitude, you're optimistic. If you have negative attitude, you're always pessimistic and your pessimism is always there. But if you have positive attitude, the frustration and depression which are normal in our today life, they are lifted. Confidence level of yours will improve. You will see the magnificent possibilities that life had to offer. Your life will be brighter and sunnier. You will be healthier and happy. And you will get some ambitious goals and you will begin to achieve them. Now, let me tell you a story out here. There was a person who used to sell the balloons of different colors. And he used to fill the balloon with the help with the helium gas. As you all know, if you fill the balloon with the helium gas, it goes up. So whenever his sales were down, he used to just leave one balloon, and when the balloon used to go up, different color balloon, the children used to come running and used to buy balloons. So this was the way he was trying to sell his balloons. One day he noticed that somebody was pulling his jacket and looked down and he saw a small boy, and his boys asked him that can the black balloon also go up? Now that was the thing which shocked him. Then with his patience, he told that small boy, he said, it is not the color of the balloon which will take you up. It is what is inside the balloon will take you up. So my dear friends, what is inside the balloon is our attitude. So if we have positive attitude, go up. And let me assure you, today's the employer are shifting their focus from skill set to mindset. And in mindset, what is most important is the positive attitude. Next, we move to the determination. Now, when you were a child, you tried to walk as a baby and you fell down 100 times, but you never gave up. When you started learning to talk, it was a long journey full of mistakes, but you never considered giving it up. When you started riding a bicycle, you fell n number of times, you got injured, but you never gave it up. Why? Because determination is in our DNA. We just have to relocate it. We just have to rediscover it. And how do you do it? If you have a burning desire for your dream, then you have all the determination you need to make it reality. There may be days when you feel a bit down. There may be days when you start doubting your own capabilities. There may be days when you feel like giving it up. But if you have a burning desire to fulfill your dream, your determination will be at the highest level and it will not allow you to give up. Your determination will give you commitment, which you will always try to honor. Determination also arises because of belief in yourself. So, if you have belief in yourself, and if you have a burning desire to achieve your dream, you will always be determined to do what you want to do in life. Let me tell you a story of a very, very young man with one leg. His name was Terry Fox. He lost his right leg because of cancer. There is a marathon in Canada which is known as Marathon of Hope. Now, this Marathon of Hope starts from one end of Canada and goes to the another other end of the Canada. This man with one leg used to run 42 kilometers every day. I'll repeat, 42 kilometers every day. He ran for 143 days and covered 5,343 kilometers. And he was forced to stop because his cancer had spread into his lungs. But because of this marathon race and because of that, after a few days, Terry Fox died in a hospital. And he was collecting money for a research center of cancer. And today, there's a research center has about $360 million, and it is carrying out research for curing of cancer. So this is what the determination. A one-leg man running for 143 days and covering more than 5,000 kilometers. I think it is a clear case of pure determination. Next, we come to reading. This is one thing which has vanished. Most of the young people, they have stopped reading books. In my time, most of these students, when they were asked, what are your hobbies? Reading was one of the hobbies. But nowadays, because of the computers and because of the digital instruments, this very, very good habit has just vanished. But let me tell you, reading is a powerful way to gain many years of experience from few hours of study. How high you will rise in your life will be determined not by your hard work, but how well you think. The person you will become in your life will depend on two primary influences: the people you associate with and the books you read. So, deep readings allow you to connect with the most creative, intelligent, and inspiring people in the world. So, my dear friends, please rediscover this habit of reading books. Jim Rohn once said, reading is essential for those who seek to rise above the ordinary. So, if you want to stay in the ordinary pack, then carry on whatever you are doing. But if you want to rise from ordinary to extraordinary, please start reading books. Successful people have a constant desire to learn. They have curiosity and capacity to learn for vital achievement. That's why you will see that the leaders are readers. You will not find any leader who doesn't read. 88% of successful people in this world, they devote minimum 30 minutes every day reading self-improvement books to achieve great things in life. So start reading if you are not already reading, and start reading good books. Next is wake up early, which is very, very difficult. Again, this thing has also vanished. Nowadays, the young people, they had the habit of sleeping late in the night and getting up late in the morning. If you want to know the secrets of successful people, it all starts with waking up before 6 a.m. One study found that successful wake up at least 3 hours before their workday starts. That means all successful people, most of them, they wake up before 3 hours before their time for work start. So if anybody is going to office at 8 o'clock, they will wake up at 5 o'clock. Now, why should you wake up at 5 o'clock? The reason is very simple, because in early morning, you're less likely to be interrupted. And that is why the first 2 hours of your day are known as the golden hours. So use them wisely. According to Professor of Duke University, Professor Dan Ariely, the first 2 to 3 hours of the day are the best hours for your brain once you are fully awake. So, my dear friends, start imbibing this very good quality of waking up early. And last but not the least is don't waste time. You get 1440 minutes per day, and you are ultimately in charge what you do with them. But those 1440 minutes go fast, and next thing you know, it is a bedtime again. So before you let your minutes and hours drift away into myriad of little things, wake up to the real purpose of your life. Time is a resource, we can't get it back. You may think that you have a lot of time, but you ask me, once you reach my age, you will realize that time is very, very scarce. Time is very, very important. We always have less time to do great things in life. So, time management is life management. So, guard your time with great care. Now, let me tell you few statistics. Please don't waste time in watching TV. Worldwide consumption of television is now over trillion hours every day. Trillion hours every day are being wasted by the people in watching the TV. 67% of successful people they watch less than 1 hour of TV. So don't waste your time in watching TV. Second thing which I want to tell you about the present generation, because of using the digital instruments for texting and for emails, 50 you have lost 50% of vocabulary since 1950. More texting you do, less vocabulary you have. And let me also tell you that when you are texting and when you are reading email or you are sending email, your brain is getting damaged. And I am not talking from my own this thing. Dr. Glenn Wilson, who is the leading psychologist in University of London, he says that texting and answering emails harms your IQ more than twice as much as smoking marijuana. So, my dear friends, it has been proved, and it study has said that about 11 hours or more than 11 hours of a teenager are spent on digital instruments. So you can understand how much time is being wasted. So this is all what I had to tell you. There were the 10 success mantra. First is you must always have a dream. Don't listen to the dream stealers. Number two, have clear goals, write them down, plan for them, and start taking action to achieve these goals. Thirdly, believe in yourself. Fourthly, improve your communication skills. Very, very important, especially in India, where there is unemployment is increasing day by day. Self discipline to improve your life. Positive attitude to do well in your life. Determination. Whatever good you have decided to achieve, don't go back. Reading, must. Wake up early, must. And lastly, but not the least, don't waste time. Take action towards your goal. I have finished here. If there are any questions, you can write down on your chat box and I will be able to answer those.
Okay, no questions in the chat box. It was a really good session. Uh, Thank you so much. All right. So we'll end the live here as there is no questions in the chat box and in the YouTube live too. Okay. So, thank you so much, sir, for a very insightful session on how do I write my success story. And also, we would like to thank Career Naksha, our collaborators, for the webinar. Thank you so much. We may end the live over here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.